We back. There it is. All right. So some of y'all told me about some of the things that y'all did or were going to do this summer. How many of you guys have already done something fun? What'd you do? You went to a water slide and got stuck in an elevator, even though you can't swim? How many of you guys, by show of hands, how many of you guys can swim? Raise your hand. How many of you guys cannot swim? Would you go, if you can't swim, Mac, would you go to a water park knowing you can't swim? Really? As long as you're in the shallow end? You probably would stand under the bucket, right? You know, like the big splash bucket? Maybe? Is that what you did, Chloe, the whole time? But you told the lifeguard down the big slide that you couldn't swim and he wouldn't let you down. Oh. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, anything else? Fun? Exciting? No, y'all just stayed at home with you, Sophia. Yep. You got it? With you in it. So y'all literally were in the tent and it got lifted and y'all got stuck in a tree. Like you unzipped it and you looked and there was the ground. Oh, so it just blew you to the tree. Ah, okay. I don't know, I'd call that fun, but yeah. Count. Next time you go camping, check the weather, right? Anything fun? Or did y'all just work? What'd you do, Kylie? Wow, you sound so enthusiastic about that. Yeah? Yeah, that's fun. That's exciting. What'd you do, Rawson? What have I done this summer? Man, what have I done this summer? I fished a lot. I preached a lot. Yep. I kayaked. Really just fish. Literally most of my free times I've just been fishing. What are you doing this weekend? What type of car show? My dad will probably be there with his car. So look for a bright pink car. It'll be his. I guarantee. What'd you do, Kylie? You had your hand raised. I heard something about camp and tan. You're going to baseball. You've been to baseball and getting your tan on. Couldn't tell. Anyways, I'm joking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I got to move on because otherwise y'all gonna keep me talking. I'm like as God talking to us. Bradley, do you have your mic with you? It's the red mic that's popping? Let me see your mic. Let me see it. If it starts, it's turned off. Hang on, y'all. We're just going through technical difficulties. You gotta love it. Hang on. Like a Laura. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I'll give it up. If you guys can't tell, this has auto-tune on it. You guys hear it? I'm joking. I'm joking. You have a beautiful voice, Laura. You can turn this red mic down a little bit if you want to, Trent. Thank you. He has to be loud because Laura can't sing into the mic. Anyways, sorry. I'm dishing out dog food. That's how it goes, all right? But tonight, guys, how many of you guys know what we talked about last week? We did talk about faith in the real world. It's a series we talk about trusting God, right? When it feels uncertain, when you don't know, you trust God. But tonight, guys, we're talking about choosing wisely. That's what we're talking about tonight, right? And I've talked about this before, something similar. I've done a similar path. I've actually done quite a few things. I've talked about this, right? But how many of you guys have ever done something that you didn't want to do because your friends were doing it? Nobody's bold enough to admit it, right? Your friends are doing something, you really don't want to do it. Whether it's go to a water park when you can't swim, Whether it's laugh at somebody for a joke that they made that you really didn't think you should have made, right? But honestly, peer pressure, you guys know what peer pressure is? I'm sure you guys probably got that pep talk all the time, right? Peer pressure, it exists, right? Yeah, see, Andy agrees. But peer pressure, guys, a lot of times you see it on the movies, see in TV shows, people talk about it like, hey, let's go smoke this out back, or, let's go skip school for a little bit, right? Hey, when you hear peer pressure, laugh it out, there you go. You're welcome, I'm giving you content, right? Peer pressure is a real thing, but it doesn't always look like that. I kind of told you guys a little bit, sometimes peer pressure could be laughing at somebody when all your friends are, and you really don't think you should. Maybe it's staying quiet when people are talking about your faith, how God's not really going to come through in your situation, and you stay quiet about it because you're afraid of what they're going to say. See, guys, your future, your direction is being shaped by the people that are closest to you. I'll say it again and put it up on the screens there, Addie, for me, that next point. Your future, your direction is being shaped right now by the people you let closest to you. So look at the person next to you. Look at the other person next to you. Right now, those are people that are physically closest to you, right? But the people that are closest to you in your life, your daily walk, those are people that shape your future, shape your direction, shape which way you're going. I want to start tonight out with a verse that I know you guys have heard before, so I've given it to you at least 3 times, right? It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. It says, don't be fooled by those who say such things, for bad company corrupts good character. Now, Paul wrote this. Paul wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. He wrote letters to different churches of the time. And here he's writing his first letter to the church of Corinth. What I want to point out here is that Paul doesn't say it might corrupt your character. It possibly could corrupt good character. Well, Paul's pretty adamant. He says bad company corrupts good character. Every day your circle that you surround yourself with is either helping you drift farther away or helping you grow closer. So your closest friends you have that shape, that push you in the direction you're going, are they cheering on your faith or are they mocking it? Do they push you towards wisdom or do they push you towards chaos? The people you let closest to you help shape the way you're going. Even if you have a strong heart, a determined will. Well, were you writing it down? Throw that verse back up I just had in 1 Corinthians. Chloe wasn't done. You're welcome. Okay, she got it. Thank you, Addie. Even if you have a strong heart, a determined will, constant exposure to the wrong influences will wear you down. When I talked about a firm foundation last year, I know I'm throwing things at you, you're probably like, I don't even remember what I ate last week, right? Last year I talked about a firm foundation. I gave you guys an example of when you look at someone like far away on a beach. You look at them standing on the beach, they're standing up. They're not really sinking. They're you can see that they're visually standing there, right? But as you begin to get closer to it, you see that the sand, if you guys have been to a beach, when you walk in it, you sink in it. You get lower and lower, right? And the longer you stand in it, the more you dig in, it's harder to get out because you got more sand on top of your feet. It's like pulling bricks out, right? So even though it looks fine, even though in the moment that immediate exposure to bad influence may not affect you, it's that constant time, the people that you have around you, that's dragging you down. They're making you drift away. They're making you grow closer. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. It says, walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. None of you guys like getting in trouble. Hope y'all don't. If you do, awesome. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. You and the Lord, dude, I'm dishing it out tonight. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the Holy Spirit just telling me something. I'm joking. No. But you guys don't like getting in trouble. It's never fun. It's never good. Usually doesn't have a good outcome. You get grounded, get your phone taken away, can't go hang out with your friends, right? But what's funny is that when I read this verse initially, that's not what I pulled out. It wasn't the fact that, oh, you walk with the wise, you become wise, associate with fools, you get in trouble, right? Because a lot of times when you act a fool, you get in trouble. But I want to tell you guys something that I pulled out of this when I read this, and it may surprise you a little bit. I want you to write this down. You were not made to blend in. Sounds weird to get that out of that verse, right? When I was reading it, this is literally what popped in. But you weren't meant to fit in, blend in, right? Culture says to fit in, keep up, stay relevant. But God's saying, nah, listen, stand out. Be set apart. Be a light to the darkness. When you choose to live a life of Christ, you're choosing to live differently. I talked about that you guys become a new creation in Christ. We're walking out of our cycles, that you're a new being, you're a new person. You can't walk in a new path with this old identity that you had. How many of you guys know Mr. Johnny? Raise your hand if you know Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny is out there every single week making sure we stay safe when we're in here. If you guys don't know him, get to know him. Because he's one of the reasons we get to stay in here. I don't have to worry because he's out there, right? But Mr. Johnny's a great guy, a wonderful guy, a great mentor. Like I said, he's here every week to make sure that you guys are safe. He's the lead of our men's ministry we have here at Reach, and we do men's breakfast every Saturday. One Saturday I was listening to him talk because he was talking about some guys he invited to church, and he invited them to the gym. How many of you guys go to the gym? Right? Go to the gym. A lot of the times when you go to the gym, what do? You just work out. Most of the time, people don't want to talk to anybody else. Like, I'm trying to get there, get my workout in, and leave. Right? I don't want to be distracted. No distractions. But Mr. Johnny loves to talk. So if you get him talking, he'll start talking, right? He'll give you some great advice. But at the gym, he started talking to these guys that he had met. He asked them who their name was, who they were, where they come from, what they do. He just began to have conversations with them. To make a long story short, Johnny in his conversation started talking about his family, his faith. Started talking about God. That's who his identity is. That's how he lives his life. And what's funny about it is that he has had multiple guys just walk up to him in the gym and be like, hey, I heard that conversation you were having, and this is different. People don't really talk like that. Like, who are you talking about? Who's this God person? Who's this guy? Like, why are you talking so positive? Like, everybody in this world is negative. There's nothing good in the world. All I hear talking about is how great your life is because you have God in it. So the way you live your life, when I say you guys live differently, is true. Because the way you talk, the way you hold yourself, the way you act is different. People see it. You weren't made to blend in. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. The thing about this for a second is that first point I told you guys, that the people that you keep closest to you give you direction, kind of shape the way you're going. And many of you guys possibly may know, you guys know what a knife is? Okay? So knife's got a lot of uses, right? A lot of things. But the things with knives is as you use it more, it becomes dull. You buy a brand new knife, it's super sharp. You can cut a hair with it. And as you open, 3 or 4 boxes or Amazon packages or whatever, it starts to get dull. May not cut that hair just right, or may not cut a piece of paper the way you want it to. You're not slicing through a box, you're just dragging the knife through it, right? But the thing about it is the more the knife gets used, the duller it gets. And a knife's purpose is to cut through things. And the more you use it, the less useful it becomes because it's not cutting through things anymore. At one point, that knife was sharp. It was new. You could slice through a piece of paper with ease. But as we began to use it over and over and over and over, it got harder to cut that piece of paper. It wasn't easy to slice through. It wasn't easy to push through the box. So how does that begin to relate to us? We saw right here in Proverbs that, just as iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend, right? When a knife goes dull, do you guys know what you do with it? You sharpen it. Why do we sharpen it? So it becomes useful again. So we can use it, to continue to use it. So just like us, when we look at our friends, look at our circle that we have, how many of you guys think, don't raise your hand, but just think about it, have friends that when they need you, they use you, but they don't sharpen you back up? Right? You have friends that surround yourself that when they need something, they use you for it. Like, hey, I heard you're really good at this. I need some help with this. Or, hey, I'm going through a tough time. I need you to be here for me. But then when you ask them, hey, man, I'm going through a tough time. Can you be here for me? And they say, no. I can't do it. The thing about it is when you surround yourself with the right people that keep you sharp, that keep you going through, life can sometimes be a little easier. You guys deal with a lot of things. I have a great friend here, his name Austin. You guys know Austin. You guys love Austin. I love Austin, right? I've talked to Austin about a lot of things. Just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean my life is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Quote that right there, right? Just because you guys are in middle school doesn't mean your life is easy. Just because you're in high school doesn't mean your life is easy. But when I went through tough times, I went to Austin. I said, hey man, I need some help. I need some advice. I need to bounce some ideas off of you. I need to talk to you about something real quick. I need to open up to you about something. What he did is he was there for me. He listened. He heard me. He helped me. Gave me some advice. Lifted me up. Bought me a taquito from Quick Trip. Right? Fed me. Always makes everybody happy. Right? But the thing about it is in that moment, I was using Austin. He's a friend. In that moment, I couldn't do anything because I wasn't in a place I could to sharpen him. I needed somebody to help sharpen me. The thing about having a good friend is the moment Austin comes to me and he needs something, I'm there. Because in that moment, he helped sharpen me up when I needed it. When life got gritty, when I couldn't cut the box just quite right, and it got hard, Austin was there, hey, don't worry, dude, I got you. I'm there for you. The people you surround yourself with matters. It matters. Jesus had crowds of people that followed him. Crowds of people that followed him. I mean, millions of people almost. In the thousands most of the time, but overall, millions of people that followed him. But he had 12 disciples. 12. 12 guys that were close to him. So ask yourself this as you're thinking. Do my closest friends challenge me to grow? Are they honest with me when I'm off track? Do they love Jesus? That's a big question to ask, right? Your closest friends should help you follow Jesus, not distract you from him. Your friends shouldn't be there to distract you from Jesus, but push you closer to him. Like I said, peer pressure isn't something that's always huge. I said at the beginning, it can be super subtle, something small. But what it does is it begins to shift your values, shift who you are. Maybe you felt like you were forced to laugh at a joke you really shouldn't have. Maybe you felt like you were forced to post something on social media just to keep up an appearance. Everybody else is posting it. I got to post it. Maybe it's because you made fun of somebody because everybody else was. I want to show you guys something real quick. I'll show you an example. I'm warning y'all, it's about to get dark. Tana, can we cut all these lights? Cut them all. About to get dark. Now I see all y'all's phones, all those faces lit up, right? It's dark, right? But here's my example to y'all. Y'all see I have my phone. But I have a flashlight. So now, when I have my flashlight on me, you can't just see me a lot better, right? A little bit easier. I can't really see y'all because I got a light in my face. But I have a light on me, and in this dark room, you can see me. And I probably stand out a little bit, don't I? Laura, turn your flashlight on. Shine it on you. So now we got 2 flashlights. We got 2 people lit up. It's a little bit easier to see, right? Somebody else, just one person, turn your flashlight on. Madeline? Somebody turn the flashlight on, one person. There you go, Chloe. Right? Now you lit up. When you turn it on yourself, you can see yourself. Somebody else do another one. Somebody else do another one. Keep turning your flashlights on. I'm sure y'all seen it in a concert where they light up the whole room with the flashlight, right? Y'all got your phone? You're grounded. You don't have your phone. I forgot. Oops, right? But guys, take a moment to look at something. Now that we have our flashlights lit up and there's more of us, it kind of makes a difference. Everybody else, turn all your flashlights off real quick. I still have mine on. When you guys live a different life, it affects those around you. People can see it, right? Because if I have my flashlight here, I begin walking over here to Laura, because maybe she can't see her phone to grab it. But I'm like, hey, Laura, I got you. Now you can see your phone. Turn your flashlight back on. Shoot. Now she can. Oh, Laura, keep spread it around. Spread around your light. Walk around the people and spread around the light. I'm showing y'all something. See, look, now I'm over here to Chloe. I got light. You can see it, can't you? Turn your flashlight on. Keep going. Keep going. Now y'all two, spread out. Go light some people's phones up. Light some people's phones up. We're going to get the whole room lit up. Here. Since nobody else wants to skip it, I guess they couldn't see. You can't do it. You got it together, right? That's all right. When I was one person, you could turn on those house lights again, Tatum, thank you. When I was one person, about to get bright, so your alarm clock goes off. Pastor Dan, you can come up on stage. When I was one person, I stood out. In a dark world, I had light on me. People could see. Right, but Alora, she was surrounded by darkness. She didn't have any light around her. She didn't have anybody around her to help guide her down the right path. But as she unwillingly let me walk closer to her, right? As I got closer to her with my light, allowed her to be like, oh, hey, I got my phone. I can grab it. I can turn on my light. So when you surround yourself with darkness, it's easy to get lost in it. When you begin to surround yourself with people, the right friends that sharpen you up, that are there for you, that let you grow closer to God, not distract you from Him, makes it easier to keep your light lit too. And when my light goes out, and I can't find my flashlight, I don't know where I put my phone. If I have Austin there with his phone, with his light, to help me find it, so I can put my flashlight back on. That's what friends are for. Does that make sense? God calls us to be set apart. That's why I said y'all aren't made, whoa, Southern Okie right there, right? You're not made to blend in. We got the little jorts out here with Desmond making his own long jean shorts. You're not meant to blend in. You're meant to be set apart. Everybody bow your head.